Alright, that's Katana down.
Our bond was no mistake.
Your ego knows no bounds.
I did not ask for this. It was thrust upon me.
Howdy, folks. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. Welcome back to Mortal Kombat
From the
11.
beginning. Thanks to Kronika, it will be.
Last time, Raiden and Liu Kang did some kind of weird fusion kind of thing, and now Liu Kang has both the power of lightning and fire. And now we're taking on the revenants of Liu Kang, of Kung Lao, Kitana, and I assume Jade. I defeated Kitana in the last episode, and now I've got Kung Lao down to his final blow health, and he's out. The hell was that? Up at the top of the upper right corner, I saw somebody in the, like a hologram of somebody that maybe was Kronika or something. Ah, come on. Ah, damn it. Alright, that worked. Flying kick. Flying kick. Flying kick. One more time. Okay, maybe not. There we go, uppercut. And that's the end of that.
Still you are alive.
Yes, Kronika. You were right to fear mine and Raiden's powers combined.
A demigod's power cannot rival that of an elder god. Cetrion! As
Whoa.
you wish, Mother.
She's had an upgrade too.
You match me step for step.
Fire and ice. Seriously, I'm not going to be fighting her?
Your heart is not in the battle, Cetrion.
Again, I apologize for the lawnmowers and stuff here in the background.
But as a goddess of virtue, you know that her desired balance is folly.
Heed me, Cetrion. He lacks our vision and wisdom.
Please, no virtue is served by condemning the realms to endless war.
The greatest virtue is abiding my mother's will, Liu Kang.
Then you're
I cannot
beyond.
fail her.
Then you're beyond saving, then, if that's what you think. All right. Well, she's blocked my first two moves, but then I finally got a connection. Her outfit sort of reminds me of Poison Ivy's outfit from Injustice 2. Oh, I didn't know I had that move. Ah, damn it! I dodged it. She might go for a fatal blow attack here, so I gotta be ready to block if I see it. Okay, never mind. She never pulled it off. God damn it. Okay. Come on, damn it. Pull it off. There it is. And, oh. She might pull a fatal blow here pretty soon. I gotta be careful. One last hit. Got her. So I don't have to fight Kitana, or Jade, huh?
Your heart betrays you, Cetrion.
I have failed you, dearest Cetrion. You have done admirably. Yet there is one final service to perform. Yes, Mother. I understand.
So now she's unifying with Kronika the way Raiden combined with
Exalted in the new era, Cetrion.
Liu Kang. They merged, just like
And you, Liu Kang, have failed.
Okay, maybe not. Although maybe they merged.
History rewinds, giving way to the new era.
No!
The realms as you knew them are undone, erased. You cannot save a future that no longer exists. There is only the new era.
And here we go against Chronica. Holy shit, she's teleporter. Damn it. Oh, God. Fucking damn it. Okay, she's also very mobile and wants to get out of my way. I don't like that. Damn it. Okay, okay. Alright, I'd like to know what the fuck that was. Other than, you know, bad. Fucking hell. Ah! Where did the dinosaur come from? Damn! Okay, I hit her with the final blow. What the hell? Why did... What? Johnny Cage, what in the hell? Okay, what the hell's going on here? This is some kind of like a Shang Tsung kind of thing where Chronica's going to change characters back and forth. Alright, Johnny's out right quick. Now back to Chronica. I'm already low on health, which sucks. What the hell? I don't know what that ball means. Ah, shit. Okay, this is not going to be a fair... Okay, this is not going to be a fair fight. Oh, am I supposed to lose this fight? So I'm supposed to lose.
Welcome to the dawn of time. Here history ends and begins again. Behold the start of the new era. I had intended to leave your destiny intact, Liu Kang, until Raiden went and made you immortal. Now you cannot be ignored.
Okay. Is this round 2 now? She beat me in the first round? Yeah, she's already got a win, so I gotta beat her twice here. Wow, really? She double timed me. Yeah, look at the chronological punchlines I'm making. God damn it. Speaking of punchlines, she's punching the shit out of my lines. God damn it. I don't have a gauge to do her. Okay, so now I'm taking her down again to half, and here comes Johnny Cage again. I'm already out.
Let the new era begin.
Okay, impressive way to lose the game. Let's hope she settles down her AI just a little bit, because that was really, really hard.
There is only the new era.
Fight.
Nope, obviously not. Fucking hell, stop turning me back in time. Utterly predictable as I kick you right in the face. Fuck. I'm already down to half health. So I hit her with the fatal blow, but it's not counting because I guess I can't use the fatal blow on her. Oh, I got killed by a T-Rex.
to the dawn of time. Here history ends and begins again. Behold the start of the new era. I had intended to leave your destiny intact, Liu Kang, until Raiden went and made you immortal. Now you cannot be ignored.
Fight!
Aha, ow. Damn. Okay. This is definitely an unusual enemy to be fighting. It's just her abilities are weird. She can turn me back in time. If I get her down to half health, she'll bring in Johnny Cage to take her place. Alright. No, brought in Resident Liu Kang. Okay, that's not what I expected. And he's got a very short health bar. Yeah, it didn't take long to take him out. Okay. Now back to her. Damn it. Damn it. God damn it. I got low on health, getting her lower on health. Oh, down to, I got a fatal blow left. Okay, now let's do this. I hope it didn't kill her. It didn't trigger. Shit. Gotta be careful here. One more hit. One more hit! At least I got her down by a round.
With or without you, I will restore the timeline.
She got one more round left.
Sculpting the sands of time requires great power and skill. You have neither, Liu Kang. You may be a god, but I am a titan.
Fight!
I'll leave the Destiny reference out of this one. Okay. Teleporting is really getting on my nerves. Ah, fucking hell. Line up an attack and she fucking teleports away. Ow, rock. Damn it. And I guess we're all going to go to the halfway point. She's going to change to another character again. Kid, you get close enough to hit her, please. She knocked me back just far enough that I can't hit her. Yep, she's going to change characters here. And bring another Liu Kang again. And almost had it. There we go. He's out. Now back to half what's left of Kronika. God damn it. He's always just barely out of my attack range. And I gotta get closer in order to initiate contact. And then she does shit like that. Still can't. It's still favorable. It still's not triggering. I won't let her use it on her. I gotta beat her here. I'm getting close to death. Come on, stop missing. Got her. Fuck. I did not deserve that win. I was getting hit way too much. I did not deserve that win. It's really fucking bullshit that you can't use Final Blow on her either. She didn't. I figured out she didn't block. It's just like when I was, just like with Sonya Blade earlier when I was fighting Aaron Black. I didn't have those wrist guards. Well, she's dead. I couldn't use the
Our work is finished, Liu Kang.
the Final Blow on with her
I
because
am merely Raiden now. You have proven worthy to take my
without
place
those
as the
guards
new
she had. Same
protector
thing
of
here. I
Earth
couldn't
realm
use it against her.
once it is restored.
You honor me, Raiden.
So he's no longer
The
Thunder God.
honor
He's
is
just a
mine,
guy named Raiden.
Lord Liu Kang. The sands of time are now yours to shape. It falls upon you to architect a new history.
The fate of all realms in my hands? Raiden, I cannot do this alone.
I shall advise you for as long as my mortality allows. But have no doubt, you are up to the task.
Then together, let us begin.
All right, there we go. That was impressive. Thank you for being a fan, huh? Reach the credits. Oh. Any other achievements here? No? Okay. Why is there a bottle there? Okay, anyway, sorry, I was distracted by the by some things I was seeing. It was really good. The final fight against Kronika, my problem was, first of all, I couldn't use the I say the clutch move. It was more like a crutch move, really. The crutch move that when you're low on health to save your ass, which was the final blow attack, and bring them down on health. I couldn't use that against Kronika because I guess they wanted you to beat her fairly, not with a which really, well, breaks down to really a cheap move. I mean, it really is. It evens the playing field. If you're getting your ass kicked by a player who's superior, and the final blow attack, while it doesn't even out the health, drastically reduces the health of the enemy, so it does give it a little bit more equality to a point. I mean, it's still, it's still not an incredible move. It's it is what it is, and it's not hard to figure that out. As far as the story goes, it was pretty impressive. It wasn't bad considering they used a time traveling as a major plot point. Well, I wouldn't say major. It was a critical plot point, but it wasn't a major plot point, and that was good. It was good. They didn't mess it up. They didn't screw it up in any way. It all made sense. It kind of sucks that that Scorpion, again what I call the good Scorpion, Grandmaster Hisashi, had to die before the other Scorpion, and had to have the other Scorpion take his place. Kind of sucks about that, but oh well. That's gonna be a funny fatality there. The difficulty actually wasn't too bad. The last fight again was troublesome because it was the last fight. It's supposed to be difficult. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be challenging and different from the best of the fights. And that's certainly what it was. I like how they kind of threw in a little bit of a sort of a Shang Tsung throwback a little bit there by after you beat Kronika down to a certain amount of health, that another character pops in and you've got to fight him a little bit and before Kronika comes back. And that's kind of what you did in the very first Mortal Kombat with Shang Tsung, is he would change to other characters throughout the fight. So I thought that was kind of, it wasn't to like at certain health points like Kronika was here, but the fact that Shang Tsung changed characters during the final fight was a nice little, it was a nice little parallel kind of thing there. That was kind of cool. The only complaint I would probably say there was the kind of, let me compare it this way. The visuals of the game looked incredibly awesome, but the bloody aspect of it looked kind of cartoony to me. The blood splatters looked very unrealistic. They didn't look like they didn't look like real blood splatters. They looked more almost sort of cartoony to me. And I just think they could have done better with that. I think the blood splatters and stuff in the previous Mortal Kombat looked more realistic. Just a bit more. I mean, it still had a bit of a cartoony look to them in the two games, because you're dealing with a game that is based on gory, violent, destructive attacks and stuff. So everything's not going to be as crisp and clean as, say, maybe the blood from a first-person shooter, which isn't quite as necessary. When you got over-the-top kills and attacks like you see in Mortal Kombat, I guess you can't really have high-quality, detailed-looking blood and gore and stuff, because then it would I don't know. I can't really. I can't really have a solution. Usually, like I said this before, whenever I have a complaint, I usually try to have what I think would have been a better solution. And in this case, I don't really have a better solution for for the blood and the gore and stuff. I just think, and I'm just talking about the blood itself, not the gory activities or the bloody attacks or anything, but the blood itself. It just looked a little too cartoony. It just looked a little too fake to me. Now, I'm going to say this next complaint. I'll just tell you what the complaint is, and then I'll get to why I'm actually okay with it. My complaint is some of the attacks, like the final blow attacks. They were, again, over the top, just like Mortal Kombat is, but they were no doubt going to be fatal attacks. If they were done on a real person, pretty much all the ones that I saw would be fatal to a normal person. You know, jabbing a giant blade right through the eyes and coming out the back of the head. Aaron Black using his guns to shoot the coins out of the air, and first of all, which, practically impossible, but the bullets, going through the eyeballs and coming out the back of the skull, that would kill a person. That would be fatal to anybody. So I enjoyed the X-ray attacks from the previous games, because while they were not always fatal, at least not always and realistically would be fatal, here the final blow attacks here would almost always be fatal to any normal person. And I kind of thought that was just a little too much. I'd rather have had, like I said before in 9 and 10, the X-ray attacks where you would zoom in and see maybe a bone breaking or something, or something like that. And that would be, very devastating, very, very painful, but would not necessarily kill that person. You break somebody's leg, going back to the lack of realism or the suspense of disbelief. You break somebody's leg break their shin or break their thigh bone, they wouldn't be able to walk, but yet after that X-ray, they're still able to walk and continue fighting and kicking and stuff. That's the unrealistic part of it, but they would still survive it. The fact that some of these fatal blows would be literally fatal. I mean, again, I know they're called fatal blows, but they weren't designed to actually kill or defeat the enemy, or defeat that character, as opposed to the fatalities that are I'm sure are in this game. So I just think they were a little over the top, but that's just kind of a review complaint. As far as a fan of the Mortal Kombat series, those are fucking awesome. I've got to say, those were fucking awesome. Really, really cool. I liked them. I really did. Every time you trigger it, you'd be almost everything you'd have to say every time you watch it would be oh. There was no other thing you could actually do at that point other than just go oh every time you would see something happen. So that was so while I complain about it being over the top from a fan perspective, that was really cool. I don't know what happened to the credits there. Kind of went down, went back up all of a sudden. Unlocked the Arena Chronicles Hourglass Prehistoric, Hourglass Chaotian, or whatever. And that's the end. There's nothing special that happens after the credits or anything like that. No no view of Raiden, like at the end of Mortal Kombat 10, Raiden walking in with the head of Shinnok. So, I don't really have a whole lot of questions or holes in the story, save from what I mentioned throughout the game. There were things that I noticed. I was like, okay, wait, how is this possible if that didn't happen? That kind of thing. The only thing I'm really curious about is what happened to Shinnok. His head was in the NetherRealm castle that was blown up by the special forces. Did that get restored when Kronika restored the NetherRealm castle? It's just, it's one minor thing that I'm just kind of curious about. It's nothing critical, not like a huge plot point. It's like, oh my god, it's game breaking or anything like that. I'm just curious about that. But that's pretty much all I've got to say about it. It was a really fun Mortal Kombat game, and nothing I could really, other than the few things that I already said, I can't really make any true, actual complaints. It was fun, and a nice addition and continuation of the story. It was fun. One other complaint I wanted to add to the story, which is that I didn't like how they did multiple characters in a chapter, and I made the same complaint in Injustice 2. Um, I would rather have each character have their own chapter, but I said there's a couple of options that I had said in Injustice 2, and I want to relay them here because they're the same complaints that I want to make the same things here, but I have another suggestion that I want to make on top of that. The first suggestion that I wanted to say was I would rather have each character have its own chapter instead of having two characters in one chapter and having to choose which one to fight with. It's just that's just a personal preference. The other option I would have liked to have had is if you're going to do multiple characters in a single chapter, don't give me the option of choosing one. Force me to actually play as one character or the other. And say I think there was like 5 fights per chapter. Maybe if you're going to do 2 characters per chapter, have 6 fights in that chapter and switch back and forth. Have characters in the example. Let's see, who do we have that did? I think we had. Trying to remember when we had 2 characters in one chapter. Jackie Briggs and Jax. Right, that's one. What I would like to have had, I'd like to have seen there is maybe say Jax first, then Jackie, then switch back to Jax, then switch back to Jackie. Do 6 fights, do back and forth between the 2 of them. That's what I would have preferred. That's another example, another suggestion I would have had. A third one being I would have liked to have seen them combine the characters into like a team-based fight. And I think they did that in Mortal Kombat 9 when and it's usually I don't think it was very often that you did that the characters themselves, because I'm pretty sure each character had their own chapter. It was only the enemies that they actually could like team up, and you could switch between the 2 characters during the fight. So say you had Jackie Briggs and Jackie fighting in the chapter, you could switch between Jackie and Jax during the fight. So you say Jackie's getting low on health, press a button, pick a button on the controller, there's 1,000 buttons, pick a button, and the character, and Jax falls out of battle, Jackie comes in with her health bar, Jack's health bar slowly recharges a little bit while Jackie's fighting, and then you can switch back and forth, you can do kind of combos between them. Again, I use Mortal Kombat 9 as an example because I think that happened in Mortal Kombat 9. At least the enemies did that. But another example of a game that did that was Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. When you had multiple characters in a single chapter, you could switch between them during battle. And I really think that would have been that if I had to choose between those 3 options that I gave, the 3 suggestions, I would have rather have had tag team fighting. I'd rather have had Jax and Jackie be able to switch out at will during the fight. I would rather have had that than have one character. Then I'd rather have the back and forth between them on each chapter. And that same suggestion goes back to Injustice 2. I would have liked to have had tag team fighting in that game as well when you had 2 characters in one chapter. So that's all I wanted to add. So just go ahead and I'm going to take it away, me. Go back to me. So I'll wrap it up here. As always, I'd like to send a special appreciation to the men and women of the United States military, both at home and overseas, as well as police officers and firefighters across the country. Without you guys doing what you do, I would not be free to fuck up my speech and my conversation. I would also not be free to do this. Thank you very much. You guys are the true heroes. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out the links at the end of this video for more of my stuff, including the entire playlist of Mortal Kombat 11. I'll include the playlists of other fighting games that I've done. And feel free to check out the rest of my channel because I've got many other games that I've done and hope you guys enjoy them. I've already said feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Mortal Kombat 11. I'm Scoryth, the Crimson Renegade. I'll see you later.